Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be trying something a little bit different. I'm not somebody who tends to do gameplay content throughout the week. I tend to just kind of upload for champs. I want to try to upload some of the gameplay content with a twist. So the idea is I'm going to play a game and then immediately after, everyone who's in the live stream for the Twitch chat or Twitch and YouTube chats, if you all will leave a message behind for just a timestamp, minute 20, minute 30, minute 40, whatever. We go back after the game. I'll pick like 2 or 3 of them from chat. We'll look at them and we'll just kind of like game review. This is a good way for, I think, just kind of getting a census of what all you all are looking for the content of these minutes are just kind of coming up repeatedly. Is it the defending that you're struggling with? Is it the attacking? Is it the movement? All of that stuff. It's really hard for me to make tutorial content at the moment because 1, the game's really, really stale. But 2, I feel like I've already kind of put out everything. And it's also really hard to clip generate some of the things that I know people have been asking for. Like, people are asking, somebody asked for a defending people who dribble a lot video, and I'm like, that sounds brilliant, and also something I don't know how to do because nobody dribbles against me, so I can't really generate clips for that. It's also hard for me when I play so many games to just like find the clips though, so maybe this is a way to just kind of get a better clip consensus of what's going on for what people want to see. That said, if all of you want to come at this with a specific idea, you know, either in the comments of the YouTube channel, so I kind of get a census of all of what you're looking for, you know, the more a certain type of thing gets recommended, the more it comes up in the top of my mind that, like, this is something to be looking for. But also, if you all in the live stream want to leave specific notes of, like, swap to the gameplay cam here, specific notes of this minute, but then, like, a specific thing of the attacking AI here, or the movement, or the skill move, or why did you do this instead of this, or that kind of thing. So the more specific that message can be, the more helpful it is for me. That said, I'm trying to think of more creative ways to get some of the content out there. Like I say, I feel like I've done a lot of tutorial stuff already, but I think just kind of putting gameplay out there a little bit more is going to be helpful rather than maybe talking over it some. I'm not quite sure. And like I say, I feel like I put everything out already, so maybe this is a better way to get some more specific stuff. So we're going to try the 4-3-3-2 today. Tomorrow we might do the 4-1-4-1 again, just kind of like see the general difference between the two. Maybe, we'll see. For now, I'm going to try to stick with this one. We know the problems it's got. I don't think I'm going to stick with this for the weekend, but we'll try it for now. And beyond that, I think the tactics and all that are going to be the same. Let's get into the highlights and hope we can get some good discussion going here. Wide. That play, this stuff on the wing, I think, is what's massively weaker in this formation than the 4-1-4-1. Danny, oh, what a low driven. We'll take that. Thank you. Lower cross down to Grealish. It's manual movement. I just don't have the attacking AI at all. I despise those. It just all gets through anyway, man. Interception just don't work. Get how it works, dude. Has to bounce. Jaden. Down. And it's the weakest low-driven finesse you'll ever see, but they just gave the ball away and, like, didn't have the defenders back, so it was easy enough. Jaden. We'll absolutely take that. I hate that I had such a powerful thing down the center, and it only worked because I went down to the wing in the end. I wish that would work in the middle. Goalie movement technically worked there, but like you can see, he barely moves anymore. Thank you. Go on, Danny. Give and go. Do give and go there just so Jaden keeps on the run. I'm gonna try that first time. Jackie Grealish. I'll take that. I mean, just a counter off the opponent's corner. Those are still effective, huh? Okay, I only have one real moment to talk about from this match. Chat, you did not do your job of letting me know moments you're interested in, so big fail from you all. That said, I will do my best to recall moments throughout the match that are just kind of, you know, ones that I myself can go back to. There's the really annoying sprint back with the CM. Doesn't control anybody else for a while, but we've got some decent build up here. This is a 2-on-1, and I just kind of take that advantage for a while. I don't need to, like, move on from the spot, because here's the thing. If I attack against this, and this guy's in, I don't even know what formation he was playing, actually. Maybe a 4-3, or a 4-2-3-1 or something. She's probably the cam. Anyway. If I get the ball forward here to like Grealish, then what do I have with Grealish? I can get it back, but I already had the ball here, so it doesn't really matter. Like what else can I accomplish there? Where's my here? What else can I do here? Not much. You know, you get it here, but then the defender's really close to Sancho anyway, so it's not like I can do great build up with those two. And if I get it here, my outlet's back here anyway. So will I have accomplished anything by doing here? I would have accomplished something, actually. Something would have happened. Something bad would have happened. Because this player would have retreated. This player would have retreated. And then all of a sudden, it's just like, they've got a more solid backline because I forced the ball forward too quickly. Whereas, if I keep it back here, this player is not as encouraged to drop back by the AI in the same way. So instead, I'm just going to keep the ball here. I don't need to progress it too quickly. We'll take that advantage. Now, instead of having that flat line, you know, I was just saying, like, they're in this default shape. They're not anymore. The shape's this now, which means I've got a connection between these two. All I did is just wait for a little bit, keep it with these two. I can just keep it here forever. There's no press from behind in this situation, right? Is it a 4-2-4? If it is, it's very rare. But hey, all we did is this, and now I've got a connection with those two. So I'm sure we'll move it on forward here. He will sprint. Nope. Okay, so like that's the idea, was to move it on forward to pull him out enough. But he recognizes, he sprints back. I still won't need to take advantage of anything. I've got everything I need with a midfielder. Get it forward, but now it's a little bit vulnerable. But again, I know when I get it to Sancho, I've got outlets here. Once I get it to him, I've got maybe Diaz if it works, but I've got Van de Donk no matter what. I might have Alba too, but I've got outlets. So there's no worry of me like losing the ball there. Get the Grealish, some nice build up here. See, like we're just consistently dragging a player out and a player out. So the midfield's messed up the midfield early on, messed up the midfield in the next part of the play, messed up the fullback. So we just get this kind of like consistent movement here, right? That said, this is easier to do because they've got such an attacking front line. So I guess it is a 4-2-3-1, but because their players are so far forward, I actually get space in the midfield. This is pretty rare. So it's not the best example, you know, doing this against a 4-5-1 is harder. That said, the frustrating thing here is I've got all the space. It's only 6 midfielders, right? Or like 6 players in the center of the park. And this still only works because you get it out wide. So I want to say this is effective if your goal is just to score. If your goal is just to score, then this is what you do. If you're in the middle of the park and it's not working, you get out wide. But it's so annoying that I've got like 5 attackers here and they've got 6 defenders. Well, yeah, they've got 6 defenders here, right? I know I'm outnumbered technically, but you would think I'd be able to generate something with all the dribbling, all the stuff I'm able to do, and I can generate nothing through it at all. And they're even pulling their players around, they're not defending that significantly well. If this is FIFA 15, if this is 15, 16, probably 17, I score from this. Because the AI just like, you're out of position, the AI makes it worse when you're already out of position. But now the AI just saves you. AI stepped in front of Modric here. He's not manually controlling. Now that pass is marked. I can't quite get this through with Grealish. Everybody else here is marked. Finally get the outlet back with Sancho. There's not much to like gain from this clip. It's just, I tried through the middle. It didn't work. So what do? Out wide. There you go. What do I score from? A little bit of hesitation. Kind of fainting. This is what I talked about. If you saw my FC Pro video, this is what I talked about. Back and back. And you see that little hesitation for Jordy? That's what makes this work. Pros did this all the time in that one, especially Anders. 1, 2. Tex tried it too, though. There's a bunch to evaluate from that clip. Some good stuff I did. That said, attacking AI is just so bad in this game. 4-2-3-1. Bonkers card. You don't know for any other body type apart from that now. She's short and lean. I think I'm finally getting chat to all come around to, What? I feel like I'm there with the center back. What is with this game? I've conceded off kickoff 2 games in a row, man. That's fine. Good. Doesn't respond. Yeah, and there you go again. The responsiveness just isn't there anymore, just not at all. Take it. Kita. Oh, he does it late. Oh, but the enforcer? Okay, that works. The skim river's actually done the touch after I wanted, but then just into shielding to save it. That's the nice thing about having Enforcer, is just like, you run out of all other things to do, try it and hope, you know? The run there makes no sense. Continue on the outside. You don't need to run to get marked. Thank you, St. Just. It's gonna be Lukita again. Who's gonna be able to load driven, even with 75 finishing from outside the box. I mean, we're just getting good runs from him this game. Really? I'm standing in front there. Just doesn't let you get an animation. Why, game? I've got slide tackle base too. Are you serious? Lukita again? No. No. Thank you. Wow, that's how powerful the runs from behind are. That's absurd. Just a manually queued run right through the middle. Okay, yeah, I do think the dragback was buffed. That does feel... It's hard to say it's like significant, but it's enough, if that makes sense. Incisive plus, you think I'd get through here for sure? Thank you, Lukita. It's been Modric's showcase for sure. Alright. Wow. I mean, hey, we'll take it. Lukita's... So he's not like a dribbler, but he's a successful one, if that makes sense. I'll explain more later. We're gonna explain a little bit the bruiser of like press, or the difference, not the bruiser of, the difference between bruiser, enforcer, and press. I got a question on how to use enforcer, and one of the timestamps for that match, so we'll go through that a little bit. The thing you have to get used to with enforcer is it's not just hold the button. So if I just sit here and hold L2, he's gonna do a little bit of like manual jockeying around, but he's not really gonna move enough to keep up with the player. Does that make sense? You see how he just like was a little too far off to the side in the end? So people think it's like walk into somebody and then press L2, but they've got this little hesitation about it where they don't like aim properly. And it takes a while for them to jump all the way around the ball. Like, it's a little hard to explain, but you have to aim it. So it's not just like dribble in the direction you want while holding L2 and it'll fix it. Because if you do it like this, he's trying to do it from behind at first. And if you do it where he's like from behind and then they come and tackle you with the right timing, it's just going to get tackled. It's got to be aiming it. So like, I'm going to dribble into them here, but then I'm going to turn the left stick around where like he actually puts his back to the opponent, like actually by what my left stick's telling him to do. So you're still doing L2, but you want to face your opponent away, or face your player away from the opponent. You see, like, I've got this really strong shielding there now, until I mess it up and I aim the wrong way because I'm talking. Anyway, it's got to be accurate. But Enforcer is a very, like, it's a very good animation for it, and it just kind of, like, buffs the strength, but it's mostly the animation. But, like, I stopped holding the left stick there, I just started holding L2, and you see Sancho lost out. But if I keep holding the left stick, I'm actually gonna, like, I almost get these, like, shruggier animations, like, he's throwing the opponent off instead of just trying to shield, he's, like, actively putting his body into them. There, I finally lost it out. And sometimes that's just, like, base enforcer versus a stronger center back or a taller player is just gonna do that sometimes. But then if you just have bruiser, it's a different animation. So they do more of this, like, hold their arm out. But they don't jump around the ball as well, which is one of the other benefits of Enforcer, is, like, much easier to aim, whereas here it's, like, just buffing the strength and, like, a little bit of holding the arm out, but it's not buffing the accuracy of it. Does that make sense? Whereas press doesn't improve the shielding at all. Press is just, like, more accurate, so they're going to turn a little bit faster, but they're not going to put their back to the opponent and actually be successful. Press here, it just doesn't, like, it just does normal shielding. He gets a lot of touches on the ball, you might be able to see, but it's just normal shielding. There's not much to say for that one, so we'll just kind of go through the goals of it. in the effort of like trying to get this a consistent thing we do. That's a ridiculous turnaround pass that should not have been successful. This is effective because you get like numbers out here. It's like a 3-on-3. But because Sancho's drifted all the way on over, then you definitely get to take advantage of this side more. We had a nice run from deep from Modric. Good skill move. And then here's some L2. I'm sure that was L2, right? Yeah. So I think when they just don't do a defensive button press, I don't think my opponent makes a tackle. Then like Enforcer's really powerful if they just don't expect it. It's like, oh, he just kind of walks on through. But you see he like throws his body in front a little bit. There. Just super effective. But yeah, just the power of everybody on one side. And I think because like when somebody shifts on over, then the rest of your team makes better attacking runs because there's just nobody there to like get in the way of them running on forward. Yeah, just some decent movement there. If they don't do it by default though, you've got to like manually call them short, you know. This one is good, quick defensive movement. So I think I shift over here with Busquets where I'm kind of guarding Butragueño and the pass back to the midfield here. So I feel like I've cut everything off. I step in front of this and there's no other downside. I don't think they're going to be able to like lob me if I do give the space in behind. I don't think the over the top's going to work. I don't think there's space enough for them to dribble either. So it's just good good reading there. This is the only dangerous thing that happens. If they don't make this pass, then I just sprint back with St. Just and nothing else happens. There's no downside. It's like getting to make a free move on defense. This is poor from the opponent because they move both of them up. This I'm perfectly fine with doing. Like you don't need 2 center backs versus 1 striker. I'm okay with having 1 versus 1. That said, you don't pull 2 versus 1 and move them completely out of position. That's when, like, when you manually mess with your defensive AI, that's when you're, or when you manually mess with your defensive positioning, that's when the AI sucks, so it's not going to fix that for you. This one was frustrating, although I think there was something I could have done earlier on. Oh, this one. You just don't get to get out of the jockey to get into intercept. This is frustrating. Because, like, I want to be face up, but I can't tell him to be face up. Jockey is supposed to, but it doesn't, like... Jockey is supposed to make them not turn their back to it. So it's annoying. But I think here I can just drop back. Like, he's marked... yeah, I'm in a 2-on-1, so it kind of encourages me to be, like, a little bit... this is a tough spot. Maybe I rush him down and just try to stem it immediately, but... I've got St. Just. He's fast enough. I think I just back off here. Just guard this space. Wait for everybody else to track back. It'd be fine, because the game's just weird with rating the interceptions. As it is, though, that's annoying. I don't blame myself for doing that, though. This one here. Just the opponent giving the ball away poorly. That's the manual cue drawn from Busquets. Yeah, I rarely do this, because I like having my CDM be solid, but, like, if you don't pick this up in time manually... This is just getting an extra player forward on offense that the AI doesn't know how to pick up. So there's a benefit to getting like your fullbacks or CDM forward because like they have to do it manually. There's no AI to save, just like randomly start guarding that player. Diablo's in a nice spot here. We'll try to drag them wide. You see the kind of positioning start moving all around. This is going to be incisive plus. Yeah. Good ball from Modric. Oh, was this saved? No, that one does go in. But this is just, again, the opponent like pulling their players out. You don't do this on defense, not this year. AI is super strong, you just keep them in position. So this guy's just doing it manually and doing it wrong. Makes it more fun of a game for me, though, so we'll take that. This is just another... Wait, do I even... Press R1 there, but it doesn't... What registers here as sending him forward? I'm confused. Did I press a button and it didn't register on the controller overlay or something? Because I press L1 here. Okay, I tap L1 long enough for it to register the skill move, but short enough for it to register a manually queued run. I get it now. It shouldn't be able to register both a skill move and a run at the same time, but it did, and so this was accidental, but it is funny. I managed to score 2 through balls on through with Busquets in this game. This one being completely unintentional, though. I was long on that one. Thank you, Jaden. What an interception. Good, Ellie Meek. Try it, it works. Oh, Modric, again with a good attacking AI. And they're driven from outside the box. I mean, I don't know what it is, man. I swear the Playmaker single plus makes more runs than the Playmaker double plus. I know that one bounced back to me, but come on. I forget how powerful Incisive Plus is. This Modric card is going to be really strong. But that... Look at when I say the interception just for this guy. That should get through no problem though, yep. Dribbling plus, I mean... I'm just scoring counterattacks now, man. That's not going to go in. Oh, it's going to be my ball. This poor guy, man. Like, in attacks like that, I'll only press L1, like, to send them forward once, but when I get in the final third and, like, get stuck there for a while, then you gotta do it, like, a bunch of times. Yo, into the Enforcer. This Lukita, man. Just, like, this is what I mean. Enforcer just saved me. Enforcer literally just saved me out of nothing. I would not have kept that without the playstyle, and I just press it randomly because I would have lost the ball otherwise, so why not try to press it, and it works. Yeah, I really don't have much to say on this one. I guess for now we're just kind of going through the goals. Needless giveaway here. The benefit, like, you have a little bit of space up here, but not much. You don't need to turn back this way. You can either get into the space or just keep it up here. You're not, like, gaining that much overall, in my opinion. Too much risk. I give it away immediately, though, so I guess you can criticize that. Thank you, El Unique. Good manual. Oh, it was a good manual interception. How does this get through? It's Grealish without Tiki. Yeah, just his back's facing to it, but once you get there... And that again is just an AI run from deep. I don't know why the Playmaker single plus seems to work so well in midfield for me. Well, I hope that continues. There's a manual run on Danny Diaz. Should make it a little threatening out there. I mean, that's just... The opponent, like, I've got two players out here, so they feel a little bit risky. That's the power of just, like, sending somebody on a run here. He's there, even if I don't use him, he's a threat. And then the opponent just pulls the center back out, and there's Incisive Plus. It's just that strong. Nice little chip from Van der Donk. Wow, yeah, like I said. So this Modric, I think he's going to be the one this attack again. Well, yeah, he sends the ball on through. 4-star weak foot, Incisive Plus. Only need the 90 passing, whatever he's got, and it's perfect every time. What was the next one? Wasn't this similar? It's just right off kickoff, and he just fails. There's this little hesitation he keeps doing with the center back, like drags him a little forward, and then he's just way slower there. But you can tell he's frustrated now. Yeah, you can't manually control your center backs against Incisive Plus. I'll just give that much space. That's really all there is to learn about this one, and then he just keeps messing up repeatedly. Block shot, fails again. It's weird to me. It's like, oh yeah, this one we do have to talk about. It's weird to me that, like, the vast difference of skills you can get in an elite division. Like, obviously there should be a big difference between, like, pros and, like, you know, the rest of elite division. But I wouldn't expect, like, because this guy seems kind of Div 4 to me, you know what I mean? It's a pretty, or I feel like I've played tougher opponents in Div 4, I suppose. This is just, like, the skill move goes too far, partially because I do 2 in a row. Bam. So that one, like, travels a little bit further than I'm expecting it to, which I should be expecting, but I don't. And then you just save it with Enforcer. Like, I just press L2. I lose this ball if I don't. And without Enforcer, it doesn't work either. But it's literally just, I messed up, try it, and then it not only does it get me out of jail, it lets me score from it, which is absurd. Enforcer's been nice so far. Give me that. Oh my god. Yo. 13 years of playing FIFA, and I don't think I've ever quite scored a goal like that. Wow. Like, obviously I've scored goalkeeper mistakes where they do similar, but from that far out, not quite. Oh, but then he saves it. Please. Oh, it's through the keeper. I'm surprised. Modric has that like slight having, like he's not as responsive as a short and lean, but he's so consistent that like he'll just save it sometimes, you know? Like I know exactly where it's going. Wow. Yeah, that was a good first touch. He got me in that one. That's fair. Should be on. He doesn't lay it. Good. No, wrong player. Good, Lukita. Yo. Oh my word, Incisive is wild. She misses though. But I mean, all I can say is Modric does come highly recommended. No, 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 no. What? Oh, the game's being really weird here. That's horrendous. What? And he scores that too. This is really weird. That makes him. That's wild. Nice, Lukita. That's a lovely move. We'll absolutely take that. Come on. Nice. Lukita, and he scores the 75 finishing. The low-driven base playstyle is just absurd. What a goal, man. Oh, we still got it? Nope. Hell. Nice. And Modric will score that again. He's been the only one today, I swear to you. And then also try to pick your head up when like there's so many defenders close to you. And also try to pick your head up and spot the goalie move. Is really impossible. Wow, Sancho, what a ball. And once again, it's just Luka every time.